Richtung Salzburg.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson Wilson, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, some... weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong every play, every throw. It just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Right there, hurt. Let go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. They'll look to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, right?
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 21. And the Jets have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 60.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Moore. And the Jets are looking at a 1st and goal and takes it all the way down to the 2.
More yards.
This has been a really good drive so far. But what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's a designed run. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Head the street, head the street.
Here's a toss, right side. And he Gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year.
The kicker on for the point after.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
On play action, it's Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. It's second down.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Ward.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a... and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Drive start on the ground. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
Back to throw. That one on target to Moore. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Jets 1st down.
First down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 24-yard line.
So after one, the Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a second down and 10.
Go, Reed! Go! Viking 18!
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
Let's go! Dragon 16! 19! Tiger! 19! Tiger! Hurt! Hurt! Come 19! Come 19! Take over!
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Panther 60! Panther 60! 79 Bronco! Mustang 19! Steady!
Back to the air again on second and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender plotting his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ready! 70 Timberwolf! Hut, hut!
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road. Road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And he'll take it on in. High, Felton, touchdown Buffalo. That his second TD catch of the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So it's going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only Start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
Come on, set. Left, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. 18, Pioneer.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Hey, here we go, Jack.
Now this looks like a design run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Jets.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, let's go.
Here's a design run. A short kick down to the 7. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
6-yard line.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. This punt, and he's in. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. you didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The extra point is up and through. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll start at the 4. And he's brought down. Right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now, first down throw for Ward. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Ward. That's taken in. It's James And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Out of the gun, Ward. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On the set. Here's 2nd and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. We'll let him keep it, and he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
It's Riggs. Riggs. 70 range. 70 range.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now it's Ward. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To throw is Ward. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 2. Ward. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here's Ward. Quick throw taken in, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
No!
And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19! Ready.
Shotgun snap for Ward. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now Ward on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This is about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bills are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jets offense. And their running back set to go once more. The lead sits at 4. So he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Back to throw. Moving to his right. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
Ready, break! 70 ready. Here we go. 70 Timberwolf.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They get an even 20 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. In this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
First and 10.
Go!
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Let's go! Hawk, 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Now this looks like a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down.
Reload! Alert!
We'll start on the ground with Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. It's Ward. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
A throw left side. Taken in. Wilson. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big hiccup at the end here of the third quarter of play. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Let's go now.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go. 70, Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 back. Go.
Break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Bills will take over possession here at the 44.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Right here, down the field, will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Ward. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Here we go. Go, Lee, go.
Up the middle they go. And he'll... forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here we go.
Here's a designed run. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Makes the score Jets 28, Bills 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Ward.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Ward now on third down. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
And the Bills first down.
Pat to 60, pat to 60.
Throwing again is Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
You don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
First part down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
No!
Again, it's Ward. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Ward to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready, go!
To the air again. Ward. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up
Pat to 60,
2nd and 9.
pat to 60.
At the 9-yard
Out of
line.
the gun, Ward. That's hauled in at the 2. And the work is close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings
Ward's going to throw on 3rd and 1. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Jets offense. And their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now. Hawk 7, 79 Bronco. 60 Mavericks. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter they've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first half. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Hey,
Play action. Ward. There's that man again. Another catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd
From the gun, here's Ward. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
That's good for a Bills.
On 1st and 10. Ward. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Another try, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. Ward. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. Is this to get back to a 1-possession game?
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Get up.
To throw is Ward, who outs another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. To get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
Bronco switch.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
Back to throw is Ward. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Unlock line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Roll.
They snap it to Ward. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but Slim Meadow went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Ready.
On the RPO, he's going to keep it himself. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
35-yard line.
Let's go, lady. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one's in the win column for the Jets. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
Time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. talk to my fans, my Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands, my paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a holster.